Hey, what's up, Roxstars? It's Rox with a little bit of talk about what's at the top of the blog, so let's get to it. Alright, you guys, so the big story that everybody wants to talk about is ApolloEngaged and his newfound fiance that will be making her debut appearance on Real Housewives of Atlanta this season. So, ApolloEngaged, who just told us last week that he and Phaedra Parks are not divorced, even though Phaedra has been saying all along that she is divorced now, that it's been finalized, then we get new news that Apollo has a new love. And her name is Shireen Al-Mufti. And Shireen looks like she is the divorced 34-year-old mother of a little girl. I believe she's 8 years old. And we know that she has a little girl because evidently she goes to the jail to visit her man, and she takes the little girl with her. Now, this child does not belong to Apollo, and the fact that she doesn't belong to Apollo has the actual biological father upset about the visitation. And Daddy Al-Mufti, I don't know if that's really his last name, but that's what we're going to call him. Daddy Al-Mufti is now saying that he is going to sue for child support and I guess try to take custody of the little girl because he has a problem with the fact that she takes the little girl to the jail to visit Apollo. He even says that Phaedra won't take her boys there to visit. So what makes her think that it's okay to take his daughter? Now let's back up about Shireen, okay? Of course, to me, this is stunts and shows. Y'all know I hate talking about shows that I'm reviewing because fuck, we gonna be talking about it, you know, on another video. But it's a big thing right now, and they're saying that this lady actually started dating Apollo in 2014. Apollo wasn't even in jail yet, and supposedly he and this lady have been having a relationship ever since. Now, I guess him and Phaedra's relationship was on the rocks. Evidently, this woman had been posting shit on social media about her man all this time and kind of dropping hints and everything. But now we done brought it, you know, full-fledged to the front. Even Apollo has confirmed that this is the love of his life, you know, and that, you know, she's the woman for him and all that. So, child. She is going to be on Real Housewives of Atlanta, like I said. There's video floating around of her being in one of the scenes, I guess, when they have the grand opening for Old Lady Gang. We see her walking into a room with Peter and Todd. So that has created even more dissension in the Parks, Burress, Tucker union. And they're saying that Phaedra is pissed that everybody seemed to know about this woman except for her. So, of course, Kandi is going to be one of those people that's caught on the chopping block. I know Kandi can be shady and can be messy. I'm wondering if she knew about this lady right away. Sometimes men will do dirt for their friends and know about a girlfriend even before the wife will. Now, I'm not saying that she didn't know eventually, but she might not have known right away. I don't really know, even if she did know, what she was supposed to do or what she was supposed to say, considering that, you know, Kandi and Phaedra are not even friends anymore. But child, it is what it is. I mean, the man done moved on. He ain't even divorced yet, and he done moved on to this new love of his life, Miss Shireen Mufti. And I guess it's going to play out on Real Housewives of Atlanta. I mean, you know, sometimes they'll have a storyline that is introduced late into the taping schedule, taping season. And maybe might be what happened. Maybe Phaedra didn't know. They say that she was blindsided and didn't know about it until it was here, and now she just got to go with it. So, I mean, just a little modation for sure on Phaedra's part. You know, wrongness on Apollo's part, because, I mean, if you're going to be claiming a woman and you was already unhappy in a relationship, I mean, why would you acting like you wanted to stay married and all of that? You didn't want to get a divorce, but you already had a woman. Like, so I don't know what to believe in this. I really, you know, he probably got this chick and all, but I really feel like it's being blown up for the good of the show. Now, they've always said that they don't pay the men on Real Housewives of Atlanta, so I don't know how this helps Apollo. She's not a regular cast member on the show, so I don't know how it helps her either. But they said that they lent her all kind of shit, Chanel bags and some kind of car and, you know, all kind of shit so that she would look like she got some money and shit. Because they say that she's a real estate agent, and I guess she's, you know, she ain't broke down and poor nowhere, but she ain't, you know, she ain't making that kind of money either. So we'll see. This will definitely give Phaedra the right, the go ahead to go out and vote. Child, to go out and date. But like I said, I think Phaedra probably was already doing it, but keeping it on the DL. I just think that the damn needs to be finalized. I mean, if everybody's moving on, then what the fuck is we still trying to stay married for? So I don't get what Apollo's angle is, other than the fact that, you know, they just want to be on the fucking show and have some shit, you know, in their storyline. So I don't know, y'all. What y'all think about it? All I know is that shit was all on Instagram for like 2 days, and I mean, people was acting like it was the biggest star. I was just like, this ain't even, who cares? This ain't even no big, huge, humongous tea, considering that him and Phaedra was already, you know, in the middle of a divorce. So people just be excited for nothing, child. So, but that's what's going on there. We saw Phaedra also shade Mama Joyce because of the shit that she said on the first episode of second episode of Real Housewives of Atlanta, saying that she should be in jail with Apollo. Phaedra came back and said that it's too bad that, you know, somebody her age is really concerned about somebody else's life when she should be concerned about her own afterlife. Like, the lady is old enough to fucking die, and she up here worried about whether or not Phaedra should be in jail or not. So, like I said, Phaedra and Candy's relationship is kaput. And I guess we done finally 100% came to terms with that this season. So it's going to be interesting to see, you know, what comes out of this relationship, because I genuinely think that they don't even like each other anymore. So, and it's too bad, because a lot of it has to do with the men and not necessarily the two women. They're just kind of casualties. They're the fallouts from the men's friendship in that relationship. So anyway, you guys, that's it. Apollo got him a new bitch in town. I guess we're gonna see her on the episode eventually. Another reality show that I don't fucking feel like talking about because it starts on Monday is Love and Hip Hop New York, okay? But I gotta talk about it because everybody is talking about the trailer and what's happening in the trailer for New York. I was about to say New York Company. You guys, my head is all over the place. I got so much shit on my mind. Okay, so just y'all bear with me. So anyway, first of all, Love and Hip Hop New York is my least favorite of the franchise. It's just something about that show. It's not funny. It's not good. It's not entertaining. It just be a whole bunch of drama. And this season looks like it's going to be even more of that. First of all, they have a lot of people on the show, and there's a lot of people to keep track of. It looks like they kept pretty much the whole cast with the exception of Ren and 10, the 2016 Dalmatians. I didn't see them on there, but everybody else looks like they're still coming back, and they added. So we got Snoop, which was surprising to me considering she's like a legitimate actress, and now she's on Love and Hip Hop New York, a reality show. So that's interesting. And then of course we've got the return of Jules Santana, and looks like Cameron is going to be on there, even though he's saying that he didn't do paperwork to be on the show and he gonna sue Mona. So they've added them because Kimbella is back, so that means Jewels is back and all of that. So it's just going to be a whole lot of people. And I already can tell that this season is going to be drama-filled. I mean, it doesn't even look like the focus is going to be on Peter and Tara and Amina for the shit that Yandy got going on, okay? And Yandy looks like she is going to be fending off, you know, the assault of the baby mamas, Mendice's baby mamas, Erica and Samantha. You know, that's another thing that was also all over. You know what's bad about social media? See, everybody is in such a hurry to like expose shit and put the news out there and be like the first one with the story, that you can't even enjoy a reality show because you already know what's going to happen. We already know that the mothers is against Yandy, and you know, they trying to expose the fact that Yandy stole Mendice's, that he was involved with, I think, the Erica lady and all of that. I mean, even if that's what she did, okay, bottom line is that's who he married and that's his wife, and now he's with her. What do the baby mamas want exactly? I'm not quite sure. Maybe we will figure it out once the show gets started, but right now I just like, what's the sense? And I mean, you guys can put all the shit out about Yandy and all the shit she might have done, and it could all 100% be true. But like I said, the bottom line is Mendice's married her, and they're a married couple now, and you know, so again, it is what it is, child. We're gonna be talking about this shit for at least the next 10 weeks, so that's why I don't even feel like talking about it now. But like I said, y'all have been asking, are you guys looking forward to Love and Hip Hop? What is your favorite show in the Love and Hip Hop franchise? I think Hollywood now would be considered my favorite. Atlanta is just too much up in the air, and New York is just stressful. But y'all tell me which one is your fave. Are you looking forward to it coming on Monday? So the other day, a woman by the name of Simply Dominique J on Instagram posted that KevinMcCall had beaten her to a bloody pulp until she was unconscious, busted her lip up, and knocked her front tooth out, simply because she had pulled over in the car once he called her a bitch. She pulled over and asked him to get out. He got upset with her. I guess there was some sort of argument, and he beat the hell out of her. She said that she's going to sue him. You know, she's put the information out on Instagram, so it's, you know, in the world of social media where we can all kind of chime in. But my whole thing is, why is people still fucking with KevinMcCall? I mean, if we didn't learn from the shit that he's done with Eva McCall, is that her last name? Eva, no, not Eva McCall. Eva Pigford. Again, y'all, my mind is going ahead of me. I did have some coffee this morning. It wasn't Dunkin' Donuts, so it was McDonald's. So I don't know why it's fucking with me like that today. But if we didn't learn from the shit that happened with him and Eva Pigford, we have seen him get into it over and over and over again with other people just on social media. I mean, he's unstable. Why are you still fucking around with Kevin? I would be afraid of him. Like, every time I see Brandy, you know, her talking about how, you know, talented he is and how much she loves him, I'd be like, girl, you better duck. I'm not laughing about domestic violence, but like I said, I don't understand. Like, once somebody showed you who the fuck they are, then you need to believe it. It ain't that much love in the world where a nigga don't get mad enough where he got to swell up at the chest and haul off and bust you in your fucking mouth. Okay, so I can't with KevinMcCall. Feel sorry for her, and I hope that something happens here, because, you know, as a man, you just can't keep beating up women. But I'm just this is what my PSA is for you women out there in LA, Compton. She's straight LA girl too. And I saw her, I said, oh, she looked just like some of my family. You know, weed lips, just that full. You have to be from LA. You have to be from the West Coast to know exactly what I'm talking about. She looks dead on a lot of my people out there. But I want y'all to just not be fucking with him, period. Just leave him alone. Let him work out whatever the fuck is going on with him. But stay away, because chances are you ain't gonna be able to beat a swinging fist coming at your face. Okay, so that's all I got to say about KevinMcCall. Bruh, man, crazy. Even Ayanla couldn't fix that. So they thought it would be a good idea to get Gabrielle Union on Twitter and for her to answer questions about relationship advice. Actually, I think she was in an interview. And the interviewer asked her, you know, about picking the right person. And she simply said, you know what? If you've been picking a guy and it hasn't been working all this time, then your fucking judgment is off. Okay, maybe you need to switch it up. Change the kind of man that you usually are attracted to. You might be looking at somebody right in front of your face that could be perfect for you. But because you already have a type, your type obviously is not the right kind, okay? So switch it up. And okay, so you would think that would be, you know, that wasn't bad advice. But I don't know why these celebrities don't think about shit like the full picture. Even if the celebrity can't do it themselves, they need to have people on their team that be like, Gabby girl, this ain't what you want. Considering people still blame Gabrielle for the demise of Dwayne Wade and Siobhan's marriage. Nobody wants to get relationship, I don't give a fuck how sound it is, from a fucking marriage breaker. And I guess Gabrielle had to learn that the hard way. As a matter of fact, somebody tweeted, I'd rather go to a diversity workshop headed by Rudy Giuliani before taking relationship advice from Gabrielle. Boy, y'all know y'all ain't right. Now, you know, after she had did all of that and people had then dragged her for filth on Twitter, you know, she came back and she simply said, if you're only going to use snippets of an interview I give to incite hostility against me, at least let the people know about the whole interview. After many failed relationships, I tell my whole truth. If you are interested in my actual truth, it's there. Okay, so like I said, what Gabrielle said wasn't bad at all. Actually, it was good. It was good sound advice. Okay, but yeah, Gabby girl, certain things you just need to stay away from. People don't forget too kindly, and even if they did forgive you for it, you know, social media they love a good dragging, bitch. If the more meat we can get off your kneecaps, the better. Poor Gabrielle. Yeah, this child just trying to live her life. Personally, Gabrielle Union, I have some issue with her, and because of that triangle there. But you know what? That's neither here nor there, okay? I'm just gonna tell Gabrielle that, baby, maybe you just need to leave relationship advice alone, okay, girl? Go on and promote your movie, but let's try a different angle. Y'all see this face? Y'all know what that's about, right? Y'all know how much I love me a good dick pic. So yesterday when I was asking for suggestions for top of the blogs, Jazzy Rachel, hey girl, how you doing out there? She sent me a request about Genuine's leaked dick pics. Okay, and I didn't know nothing about it, y'all. So I was just like, oh my goodness, y'all mean to tell me I didn't miss the opportunity to gaze at a good looking ding ding? So you guys, I went on and Googled it, and child, I was able to find it. And I was like, child, it was something long and right around a nice thickness. And I was just looking at it like, that shit look good to me, but it's a little too large, you guys. And as a matter of fact, when you look at it closely, that motherfucker look a little dark. Like, I know light-skinned guys sometimes, you know, they shit might be a little darker, but then I was looking at it for a long time, and I was like, we need to put some tanning oil on it and set it out in the sun. Oh my God, so you guys know I love, like I say, me and my girl S out in Houston. Hey girl, every time we see a good dick print, we'll send it to each other and have a good laugh at it. So I sent it to her this morning, like, you know, morning. We agreed that wasn't shit we could do with that. I'm thinking to myself, like, look, I am fucking 45 years old. I don't need a motherfucker jumping on top of me, tearing my shit all up just to prove a fucking point. I don't do that no more. So even though it was real nice to look at, and y'all, it was real nice. It was nice. Did you see it? That shit was standing there. He had his hand on the bottom of it. I said, what is you supposed to do with that, Mr. Genuine? That damn Soleil was keeping a secret, wasn't she? Shit, I know she a minister now, but she can't help but miss that. Ooh, oh no, that shit is big though. I was like, who would have ever thought it? But you know, he always had that hip action and everything. But you know, we be downplaying the light skins. We all think that the light skins got it like that. My husband is like, let me stop. Whoa! Child, that thing was something else. I was looking at it, I said, it's just pretty. And y'all know I'm not really no dick girl. Like, I don't really get nothing out of looking at dicks. I just get amazed at, you know, the smooth, the shaft, the length, the width. All of that, it was nice to look at, but I'm much more of a dick print girl. You know, leave a little to the imagination. For me, at least, but yeah, it was just like, it was just you fucked my jaws up with these goddamn braces fucking around with you. Woo, you saw it? Oh, I tell you, ain't nothing like a dick pic. Alright, you guys, so we had Mary J. Blige on Good Morning America yesterday, and she was confirming the fact that, you know, the divorce is, you know, happening, and it's been very hard for her, which I can imagine. And she said that the reason why is just because he wasn't respecting her, and she was demanding respect over and over and over again. He wouldn't give it to her, and she finally just had to pull the plug on it, okay, because she got to worry about herself first. But she did give some very good sound advice. Okay, sort of like what Gabby was trying to do. And she said that women cannot rely on men to do everything for them. This is the reason why he's asking for so much from her, because she provided pretty much 100% for him and had him doing everything, and now that he is gone, and you know, he's now has to take some money with him in order to survive. Okay, so she's kind of responsible for a lot of that. That's what she was saying, in short. So I still am hoping that he's not going to clean her out for no $100,000-something, but it's looking like she going to have to definitely pay him something. I mean, that was his full-time job and all of that, but yeah, you know, Mary, she going to be all right. It's so funny. Mary J. Blige is so, like, whenever I hear her talk, it's almost like just looking paint dry. As emotional as she is when she sings and everything, when she gives interviews and when she talks, you know, it's always very just deadpan and just like, So I was just like, well, girl, I mean, it don't garner up no kind of sympathy or empathy or anything. You just be like, girl, you just gonna have to go on and get your monies together and give it on over to Mr. Kendu and move on with your life. Now, they saying that the lady that broke up the relationship is a former backup singer of Mary J. Blige, child. What they say about your enemies being close. You be trusting that motherfucker to sing a song for you in the background and she up here giving the eye to your man. Ain't that some shit? I was just like, bitch, not the backup singer. Now they got pictures of her because evidently he been with her now that he's going through this divorce, and she's a pretty woman. But boy, that really got to be a kick in the stomach for Mary to know that, you know, she probably been sending the bitch all over the world. And here she is fucking on her man. Boy, niggas ain't shit. Anyway, you guys, that's what they say with Mary J. We're gonna still see what comes out of that divorce. But like I said, yeah, Mary gonna have to pay something. Too bad, but she is. Now, in the stupid ass athlete news of the day, they say Denver Broncos player Von Miller met this chick named Elizabeth Ruiz while he was vacationing in Cancun. And one thing led to another, and they decided to have sex, which I don't think is probably anything out of the norm. This is what celebrities do, athletes do. I mean, I wouldn't think that was nothing, okay? However, Mr. Denver Broncos Von Miller, he allowed old girl to record him. Now, who the fuck just means somebody allows them to record them having sex? Okay, so this is why I'm saying you motherfuckers are stupid. And you must want somebody to be recording your ass and putting you on blast if you allow shit like this. So anyway, she recorded it. And even though he was fine with it, he told her to keep it private. That's what she agreed to. Then after a while, it looked like she was shopping the shit around and was trying to get money for it. Once he got word of that, he let her know again, I would really appreciate it if you would keep that shit private. She sent him back a text and said, gotcha. But you sure did gotcha. So I know that he probably was just like, oh shit, this is fixing to be a big deal. Okay, once she couldn't get the shit sold off to anybody else, then she started to try to extort him and say that she wanted $2.5 million and she would give him the video. And then I was like, nigga, don't do it, because if you ain't learned shit from Reggie Bush, is that his name? Yeah, Reggie Bush. Now, Reggie Bush, his dumb ass, he done slept with this girl. Okay, now you know he married to the Kim Kardashian lookalike, and they got 2 babies, a new baby. But he done slept with the hoe and got the hoe pregnant. Okay, he told the hoe to get an abortion. Tried to give her $1 million. She said no. She gonna say she'll get an abortion if he give her 2.5 mil, I think it was. So he was just like, gotcha. He gave her 2.5 million. She was supposed to get the abortion and not say shit, baby. She kept the baby, got the 2.5, and she still told. I said, nigga, you is about one fool. So now fast forward to Mr. Broncos player. She tried to get the 2.5 out of him, and you know what? He went on to the courts and was just like, got a restraining order. It was like, no, the bitch ain't getting this money out of me. So I guess he did learn from Reggie. However, I just can't understand the extreme What is wrong with my mouth today, y'all? I can't understand the extreme stupidity of these men that have so much to lose, and you out here fucking willy-nilly with bitches that you just met in Cancun and letting them record you. You deserve to get extorted, you know. But I don't know why that girl thought she was getting 2.5 million, because who even cares about sex tapes anymore? And I don't know nothing about football. So is he a big star? If he is, then I guess maybe. But if he wasn't, it's just like, what? Girl, nobody give a fuck. Nobody want to see that shit anyway. Every time you see these amateur ass sex videos, that shit don't be nothing good to look at. You be looking at it wrong. This is nasty. Shit. So I don't even know what you're trying. But I just was like, this is again a PSA to all my celebrity athletes out there, y'all. Get you a ride or die bitch that you can fucking any of these cities. Line you up a little credit at some store somewhere, buy them something to wear, get them something to eat, take their cell phone and any other recording device from them, have your fun, and take your black ass home. And put a rubber on too, shit, quit getting these bitches. Y'all, I'm stressed out. I gotta get through this video because I got a lot of shit still left to do. But yeah, y'all, I'm gonna need these players to get it together. Alright, you guys, and then lastly in quickies, congratulations to Rob and China. You guys all know that they have had their little girl, Dream Kardashian. She is the cutest little thing, looks exactly like Rob Kardashian, so nobody can say that that is not his child, okay? We already knew that anyway because they had taken the paternity test. A lot of people was talking about Tokyo Toni and the song that she did to her grandchild. I mean, Tokyo Toni has always been a little off, okay? So if she wants to do a little song to the grandchild, then let the lady do it, please. They said that in the special that was made, Kris Kardashian didn't even want Toni to be too much in the cameras because she looked a mess, okay? But look, this is part of the family now. You might as well accept Tokyo Toni and with the, you know how it is when you just got some of your family members, they just a little bit off, but we love them the same. Kris gonna have to, she gonna have to subscribe to that train of thought. But congratulations to Rob and China with little baby Dream. Also, congrats are in order for Marsha Ambrosius. They say that she is engaged to a Des Billups. Now I kept on thinking like, why that name sound familiar? But I couldn't find no information. It was a Des Billups, Des. Child, I don't know. Is it a football player named Des Bryant, right? That's probably what I was thinking of. It ain't Des Bryant, right? It's Des Billups. Anyway, they engaged. They did a cute little mannequin challenge of him asking her to marry her. Asking her to marry him, and also she is pregnant, okay, and they say that she is going to have a little girl and they plan on naming her Nyla, so congratulations to the happy couple. Rick Ross is the latest celebrity caught in the whole tax lien problem. They say that your boy owes the IRS $5.7 million for the years of 2012 through 2014. I think they said in 2012 he owes somewhere around $4 million, and then like $500,000 for 13 and $500,000 for 14. So 2012 was shit was popping for Rick back then, okay? So he didn't pay his taxes, and hopefully he's working on that and trying to get that taken care of, because child, I know he ain't trying to go to jail. He already got legal issues there. We must also say kudos to Dave Chappelle, who did a wonderful job on Saturday Night Live. I loved it all the way from the beginning to end. I miss Dave Chappelle. He is needed on TV, but I understand why he's not doing it, and he doesn't have to, because he still makes his money. He's well respected, and he still goes on tour. He doesn't allow for cameras and shit to be in there, so you don't get to see his material, and he's just the real deal. So I enjoyed it. I loved it all the way through, seeing all the old characters from the Dave Chappelle show and all of that. So yeah, it was great. Did you guys watch it? Which was your favorite part? My favorite part was the opening monologue. I thought he was brilliant, just brilliant. And lastly, they say your girl Taylor Swift is crossing over into R&B and a little bit of rap. Alright, you guys, that is it. Let me get off of here. You guys remember, next week, no top of the blogs, because it is Thanksgiving and I am not going to have a top of the blogs. Also, there will be no black girls on television next week because Empire won't be on, and neither will How to Get Away with Murder, okay? I just like to let you guys know ahead of time, because motherfuckers will still be, y'all ain't motherfuckers. I love y'all. Y'all not. That was the proverbial motherfucker. I didn't mean y'all in particular. People will be asking where's the video, so just letting you guys know, next week, no top of the blogs, no black girls on television, okay? Gonna have Real Housewives of Atlanta and Love and Hip Hop New York. That's it. Alright, so we do this every single week except for next week. Make sure that you rate, comment, and subscribe, and make sure you come back. Until next time, Roxstars. Bye.